All right, today we're going deep. Literally. We're going to uncover the story of a critical piece of engineering that works tirelessly right under our feet. This is all about an unsung hero of our cities.
I mean, seriously, think about it. It's something we all do, every single day, without a second thought. But where does all that stuff actually go? Well, its journey starts the second it vanishes from sight.
And we're not talking about some gentle flowing stream. No way. It enters a harsh, unforgiving environment, a hidden network that's absolutely essential to how our modern world even functions.
Okay, so let's really dive into this. To understand our hero, you first have to understand the world it was built to conquer. You know, this place is not friendly, at all. We're talking about a complex, super aggressive mixture. The source material spells it out. It's got everything from tough solids and stringy fibrous materials to this thick sludge that's packed with rags. And if that's not enough, just add in industrial wastewater and all the runoff from a big storm. You've got yourself an incredibly difficult liquid to deal with.
It's pretty clear that not just any old machine is going to survive down there, let alone work reliably, day in and day out. It takes something really special, something built specifically for that fight.
And that, right there, brings us to the hero of our story. It is time to reveal the identity of this powerful guardian of our city's infrastructure.
And here it is. Meet the Sulzer Submersible Sewage Pump. We're looking at the XFP series here. This is our hero. Now, it may not wear a cape, but that super robust design, that's its suit of armor, ready to take on the absolute toughest conditions imaginable.
So what is this thing exactly? Well, the manual defines it as a specialized pump built for one main reason: economic and reliable pumping in the most extreme environments you can think of. Its whole job, its entire reason for being, is to move the nasty liquids that nothing else can or wants to.
So let's talk about its capabilities. You can really think of them as its superpowers. I mean, sure, clean water, that's easy. But this thing is built for the nasty stuff. Sewage that's just packed with solids and fibers, yep, no problem. That thick sludge full of rags that is notorious for clogging up lesser machines, this pump is designed specifically to chew right through it. It can even handle raw industrial wastewater.
Of course, a hero is only as good as their ability to get to where the action is. So how in the world does this heavy-duty machine get installed into that hostile underworld we were just talking about?
Well, the whole installation mission is actually remarkably slick. First, they fit a special coupling bracket to the pump. Then they just attach a chain, hoist it up, and get it into position over a guide rail. And as it's lowered down, this is where the genius part happens. The pump's own massive weight creates an automatic, perfectly leak-tight seal when it connects at the bottom. No fiddling around, just really, really clever engineering.
And get this, our hero is versatile too. It can be deployed in what's called a submerged installation, meaning it's literally dropped into a wet well, fully surrounded by the liquid it's pumping. Or it can be dry installed, where it sits in a totally dry spot and is just connected by pipes. That flexibility means it can be used in a huge range of places, from city sewer systems to industrial plants.
But you know, even the toughest heroes have to stay in peak condition. For this Sulzer pump, that means a pretty strict maintenance schedule to make sure it's always ready for duty.
So the inspection plan basically calls for a detailed annual checkup. You can think of it like a yearly physical. Technicians check its power consumption for any signs of strain, they inspect the motor housing for any moisture that could cause damage, and they check the oil for contamination. They also take a close look at the impeller, that's the spinning heart of the pump, and they test all the internal sensors, which act like a critical early warning system.
And this really gets to the core of why this all matters. The manual itself says it perfectly. Regular inspection reduces the risk of unplanned downtime. Because in wastewater management, an unexpected pump failure isn't just an inconvenience. No, it can lead to backups, overflows, a serious public health and environmental crisis.
But what happens when things do go wrong? Because even with the absolute best preparation, our hero still has to face its own set of villains.
And the number one enemy, the ultimate foe for any sewage pump, is a blockage. It could be anything: rags, plastics, you name it. Something gets in there, jams up the impeller, stops it from spinning, and brings the whole system to a grinding halt.
So, what's the battle plan? The troubleshooting guide gives us the playbook. If the pump won't run, chances are the impeller is jammed. The fix is a clear three-step counterattack. First, and this is the most critical part, cut the power, for safety. Then you inspect it and pull out whatever's causing the jam. And finally, you check the clearance to make sure everything can spin freely again. It's a direct, effective way to get our hero back in the fight.
So, from the hostile world it lives in to the tough maintenance that keeps it going, the submersible sewage pump is really and truly an unsung hero of our modern lives. It does the dirty work so we don't have to. The next time you flush a toilet or turn on a tap, maybe you'll give a little thought to that silent, powerful hero working away just below the surface.